They say lies can build walls, but the truth only needs one crack to bring it all down. Heidi Firkus thought her marriage was safe, built on shared values, love, and trust. But her husband, Nicholas Firkus, was living a double life. When foreclosure loomed and exposure threatened his pride, he chose a path far darker than divorce.
Nick Firkus.
Nick Fergus.
Nick Firkus.
Because of Nick Firkus, I never get to see my friend again.
He murdered his wife and staged a fake break-in to cover it up. During interrogation, Nicholas calmly stated,
"You like you 3-4 feet into the house."
But the detective didn't argue. He just asked.
I thought they were in the basement.
That simple question shattered the illusion. This moment taps directly into schema disruption theory, a principle in psychology where the brain's mental model collapses when new facts can't fit. And for Nicholas, that was the first moment his mental blueprint began to crumble. But the pertinent questions are, who is this man? What happened on April the 25th, 2010, and how detectives psychologically trap her with a perfect bait.
A St. Paul man will serve a mandatory life sentence after being convicted for the 2010 murder of his wife.
Welcome back to my channel. I don't have many followers, but your single comment is a ray of hope for me. It was the early morning of April 25th, 2010, in St. Paul, Minnesota. The spring air was cool, skies overcast. A typical quiet Sunday in the city's Highland Park neighborhood. Inside a modest two-story home at 1794 West Minnehaha Avenue, 27-year-old Heidi Firkus and her husband, Nicholas Firkus, were just days away from being evicted. But only one of them knew it. Unbeknownst to Heidi, their house had already been foreclosed on, and they were scheduled to be out by Monday. Nicholas, ashamed of their dire financial situation and too proud to ask for help, had kept the truth hidden. That morning, just after 6:30 a.m., a 911 call came from the home.
State Patrol 911.
Someone's trying to break into my home.
What city are you in, St. Paul?
I'm in St. Paul.
Hang on just a second.
Minnehaha Avenue.
Minnehaha, someone's trying west? Somebody's trying to break in our house.
Okay, what phone number are you calling from?
Heidi was heard frantically whispering that someone was trying to break in. Moments later, another call followed, this time from Nicholas, saying they had been attacked.
Please, somebody has broken the house. You scared me.
Okay, are you in St. Paul, sir?
What's the problem?
I've been shot. Somebody broke into the house. I've been shot.
You've been shot?
Yes, please.
Okay, stay on the phone with me, okay?
Okay.
What's your name? What is... Nick? Nick? Stay on the phone with me. Who shot you?
I'm in the phone broke into the house.
Okay, stay on the phone with me, okay? Do not hang up. Nick, listen to me. I've got help coming. I need you to take a deep breath. Is the person that shot you still there? Hey, take a deep breath and listen to me. What race was he?
I don't know.
Hey, do you remember what he was wearing? Do you remember what he was wearing?
No, look at the pictures.
A hooded sweatshirt?
I don't know.
Okay.
My wife she's dead. I need to right now.
Right, we're
You guys-
up out there right now. Go ahead.
You said your wife is shot also?
Yeah, she's not moving. She's not breathing. Oh, please.
When police arrived, they found Heidi shot in the back with a 20-gauge shotgun and Nicholas wounded in the thigh. He claimed a masked intruder broke in and wrestled the gun away from him, accidentally shooting Heidi during a struggle. The case went cold for years until Rachel, Nicholas's second wife, came forward in 2019, suspicious about Nicholas's financial secrecy.
Did you fear for your life?
There were times that I did, for sure. With knowing that he could do it once, what makes you think he can't do it again?
Detectives reopened the case, and in 2021, Nicholas was arrested. So the cops brought Nicholas in for the interrogation, and today we will focus on the psychological elements of this case.
So just gonna try and, I know this is a very traumatic situation, okay, and I'm just gonna try and ease into it, okay. So what I'd like to do is just try to kind of backtrack a little bit, try and go back maybe 24 hours or so.
Yeah.
Like when you started on Saturday,
Okay.
All right. What time did you wake up on Saturday morning?
I think we got up around 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay. You both woke up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, your bedroom's where in the house?
It's upstairs in the back. So it's the south side of the house.
It's upstairs. South side. So it kind of faces the alley then?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. And then what did you guys do after you woke up?
My wife kind of hung out in bed. I went to the Grandview Grill. I bought us breakfast.
Yes, Grandview Grill. You brought it back to the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got breakfast in bed.
Okay. All right. So after that happened, what did you guys do next then?
No, I didn't do that. My wife, I went to REI to pick up a sleeping bag for that I bought for my wife.
All right. So you get a sleeping bag?
And then my wife was meeting a friend at our house because they were going to go to the mall in America for some spring shopping.
All right. Which REI did you go to?
Roseville.
Roseville. And how'd you get out there?
I took my wife's car.
Your wife's car? What kind of car did she got?
She's a 2005 Honda Civic. It's a navy blue.
Honda Civic. Navy blue. All right. And your wife went with a friend?
Yeah.
And who was that?
Her name was Jolie. And I'm blanking on her last name right now. She's a work friend, so I hung out with her a bunch. Actually, it was the first time I met her.
Okay. So did Jolie call to the house then?
She did. She came over to the house to pick up my ID.
What time do you think that was?
So like 30.
In the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they left then, or did you leave first?
Yep, no, they took off. Like I got back at 1:30 because I wanted to meet Jolene.
Okay.
Hear what all the fuss was about for my life.
Okay.
And then I stayed at home while they left.
All right, so you got back, and then they left.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You met Jolene for the first time?
Yep.
From the start, the detective adopts a calm, conversational tone. He casually discusses Nicholas's weekend plans, movies, errands, wine preferences, making the environment feel safe and familiar. This strategy encourages the suspect to drop his guard. By avoiding an accusatory tone, the detective prevents Furcus from becoming defensive too early, allowing him to speak more freely and give detailed accounts that can later be deconstructed.
All right. So they went to the Mall of America, you said?
That's right.
Okay. And you stayed at home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What'd you do while they were gone?
Yeah, I read for an hour or two, took a little bit of a nap.
Yep.
And then kind of played around on my computer for a little bit.
All right. And we stop over?
No,
Okay.
just the mail.
All right. How long you guys lived there for?
2.5 years. A little over 2.5 years.
Okay. All right. So what happens next then? You're there.
Heidi got home about 6:30. And we ordered dinner from Greenville. Had it delivered.
Okay. Which Greenville?
One in Hamlet.
Okay. They delivered on it.
Yeah.
What time do you think that was?
It took about 45 minutes, so it's 7:15.
Okay.
That's when they showed out.
All right. It's just the two of you?
Just the two of us.
Okay.
We got great.
All right. Well, you had burgers?
Yeah, I should say we had a good burger crate.
Okay.
Chinese burger crate.
Oh, I know. So you eat dinner, and then what happens?
Yeah, we watched Avatar.
Okay. Did you own it or rent it?
We owned it, which we'd never seen it before, but I figured it was the best movie in the world that everybody's saying, so I just bought it.
All right. Where'd you buy it at?
Interrogation in Midway. I bought it on Friday.
How much did it cost you?
I think it was like $15.99. So
That's it?
Yeah.
I thought they'd check the price up.
Usually the week it comes out,
Yeah.
it's on sale.
Yeah.
And then it's after that.
Alright.
So
All right. That's, I guess, convenient too.
yeah.
All right. So you watched Avatar.
Yep, which took us till, about 10:45, 11 o'clock. It's pretty long.
Yeah. Where did you guys watch it in?
In our living room downstairs. Just basically the street.
Okay. All right.
He asks Furcus to walk through the entire day, step by step, waking up, breakfast, errands, even what time he watched Avatar. Every small detail becomes an anchor. In murder cases with staged scenarios, like a fake break-in, suspects tend to construct events backward from a murder scene and fill in fake details. The anchoring strategy forces Nicholas to build the timeline forward, exposing inconsistencies.
All right. So you're upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You're in, go to sleep in the around 12:30.
Mm-hmm.
Like 12:15, somewhere around there.
Yep.
You get up at all to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night?
I didn't. My wife usually does.
Okay.
She's kind of pretty routinely up around 3 and we go to the bathroom.
You don't remember if she went to the bathroom at all last night?
I don't. I'm a pretty heavy sleeper.
Okay.
So, but she does a lot of sleep talking and some sleepwalking and all that. So,
Okay, so you don't remember if she got up or not?
no.
And then you didn't get up?
No.
Okay. You guys drink at all last night?
We had one glass of wine at dinner.
Each. Okay. What kind of white or red or
It was a red Rex Goliath.
what's it called?
It's called Rex Goliath. It's the
Rex Goliath?
Yeah, it's a Cabernet. It's kind of our cheap wine.
All right. Was it already open or?
We opened it.
Okay, that night?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, well, kind of falls
Yeah,
back quick.
that's
so
okay.
I should warn you.
I was just trying to get one.
Yeah. You want me to give you a cherry? You kind of put it up there, man?
Yeah, let's try it. At least
Sure.
get it up.
Yeah. That was it the left leg here?
It's this leg, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's
Okay. All right.
yeah, it's good.
Okay. All right. All right. So you're sleeping, and then what happens next then?
Well, because I get up for work about 6 every morning,
Yeah.
I kind of got up, but we didn't need to be up until about 9 to go to church. So I got up and went and got a glass of water from the bathroom.
Okay. So you woke up at what time?
About 6 a.m.
Is there a glass in the bathroom already, or did you go upstairs to get it?
No, I was just kind of sucking off the faucet.
Okay. She get mad at you because you do that?
She doesn't. She's out cold.
All right.
The detective allows Nicholas to dominate the conversation. He doesn't challenge absurd details like the wine type or the store where Avatar was purchased. This encourages Furcus to keep talking, and in doing so, he grows more confident, overloading his story with unnecessary details. The more complex the lie, the more likely he is to trip up later.
Sometimes one of the boys get a little.
Yeah.
a little
She
sick.
does it when she brushes her teeth.
All right. You know, sometimes the guys take drinks right from the dorm.
Yeah.
The whole container, the milk container.
Yeah.
All right. So you're up around 6 a.m., go to the bathroom, get some water.
Yep. Go back to sleep and just kind of fitfully sleep for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I heard the screen door open. Which
screen door?
I don't know. Sometimes the one in the back pops open if it's really windy.
Okay.
But usually that sets off the motion light. If it does that, the motion light doesn't go on.
All right. So your screen door open?
Yeah.
All right.
So what I did is kind of let it go for a while, but then I started hearing, feeling with our doorknob.
What doorknob?
I didn't know, but I was assuming because of how well I could hear it was the front doorknob.
Okay. But you weren't 100% sure?
No.
Okay. All right. And like, what are they doing? Are they just going like this?
Yeah.
Kind of like that?
Yeah, just shaking the knob and
Okay.
shutting the door.
All right. And is Heidi still sleeping then?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a rock.
Yeah.
And so what I did is I grabbed my shotgun out of the closet.
Okay. What kind of shotgun is it?
It's a bi-cal side-by-side 20 gauge.
Bi-cal?
Yeah, B-A-I-K, it's a Russian.
What gauge is it?
20.
It was in your closet?
Yeah, I keep it in there.
Was it in one of the hard shells or soft shell cases or?
No, I keep it out of the case. The soft shell case is in the basement. I used to keep it in the basement, but it got so much moisture down that it started rusting. So
Okay.
I put it upstairs.
Where in the closet did you have it?
We've got like a vertical cabinet. It's kind of a 12-inch wide, full height vertical cabinet. On the other side, there's 2 rods, and I had it tucked back against the wall on the. I guess the best way to say it is if you walk into our closet,
Yeah.
and turn right, the cabinet's right here.
Yeah.
And I had it on this side.
So if you go like, you just draw like that.
Yeah. So that's our. Yeah, perfect. So we've got the cabinets right here.
Yeah.
There's 2 rods,
Yeah.
and I have it right here.
Okay. So as soon as you go through the closet, it's right to the right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you have to go all around the cabinet to get to it because don't want it just hanging out.
Yeah.
So
She ever get upset because you had the gun sitting there?
she did. She didn't like it there.
After lulling Nicholas into a rhythm, the detective suddenly asked specific questions, like the type of shotgun, the way he held it, and how the shot could have hit Heidi in the back if she was in front of him. The change in questioning pace interrupts the suspect's narrative flow, forcing him to switch from rehearsed storytelling to unprepared defense. These contradictions put pressure on his cognitive processing.
But what I told, a couple other things I told her as well is, if for any reason we're ever in a situation that's not safe, it'll be in the basement. Plus, it really started to rust out really bad being in the basement.
Yeah.
So that was one of probably the driest places in the house that I keep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there a reason why you didn't keep it in one of the cases then? Or?
Well, what I heard from my friend Peters, if you keep it in a case and in case traps humidity, they can continue to do that.
Okay.
And continue to corrode out. So, and it hasn't been up there a month.
Okay.
I probably brought it up a month ago, so I wanted to let the case dry out and let the gun. I oiled it and I ability to breathe for a little while. So
how long have you owned this thing for?
the gun,
Yeah.
probably 3 or 4 years.
Okay. Where'd you get it from?
I bought it from my friend Jordan, who worked at a camp called Deep Portage. Jordan's my best friend.
Okay. What's his last name?
Kimball.
How much you pay for it?
I paid $150 for it. I bought it from Jordan, who in intern bought it from the camp that he was working.
Okay. So you don't do any hunting with it or anything like
I
that?
do hunting, yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason I bought it is because I wanted a nice grouse skin.
Okay. So you want to hunt grouse?
Yeah, with Jordan up at Deep Portage. And I also had his cabin at Boundary Waters.
All right.
And it was a perfect solution for us because we want to spend a ton of money. It's a short flight job.
How many times have you gone hunting with it?
10.
10 times?
Yeah.
It's always with Jordan?
I would say probably 9 out of the 10 times it's been with Jordan.
Okay. And who else did you go hunting with before?
Well, with Jordan was also another gentleman that we go hunting with since Peter Johnson.
Okay.
He lives up in Ely. He also lived down here and was one of my employees for a while.
Okay.
And then I went by myself a couple of times just up to some
Far out
wildlife management areas.
Okay.
It's the public land.
All right. Now, do you always keep it loaded, or do you unload it, or?
I don't keep it loaded. I keep it unloaded, but on top of the cabinet, I keep 2 shells for it just in case things go weird. So on top of the cabinet up here.
So 2 shells on top of the cabinet?
Yep.
The detective asks about the gun's origin, use history, ammo, and storage in great detail. This targets a premeditation angle. If Furcus is too familiar with the weapon, it damages the accidental shooting claim. If he pretends to be unfamiliar, that conflicts with being a hunter and gun owner.
You guys ever had any problems at the house?
Maybe a year and a half ago, we had the St. Paul Police Department sounded like they had some information that somebody was at our house who they wanted to serve a warrant to.
Oh, arrest somebody, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they were banging on our door, but we were both sleeping through it. And then we heard it at the very end. And by the time we got down there was nobody there. But we called the police because it was pretty obvious what was going on.
All right.
We just somebody was beating our door down.
Sounds like the cops, though.
Well, no, they returned and said, yeah, that was us.
Oh.
They kind of explained what was going on.
All right. But you haven't had any problems, though, with other break-ins, burglaries, nothing like that?
Nope, nothing that I can confirm or anything.
Okay.
Every now and then we'll find a garage door open or something like that, but nothing's missing.
Like the main overhead door or the side
Yeah,
door?
the main overhead door.
Really?
Yeah. But nothing's missing. And we don't lock our garage door because both of the keys. We have a deadbolt and are locked just like our house. Both of those are kind of.
So you don't like, okay, so you don't like the access door, we'll call it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything in our garage worth stealing?
I have my fishing poles, a ladder.
Okay. But I mean, like, riding a lawnmower,
No.
ATV, snowmobile, motorcycle.
No. The most thing of value to me in there is my fishing poles.
Okay. So, besides the Honda Civic, do you guys own any other vehicles?
I have a Monster Protege. It's a 2000.
Mazda Protege?
It's
2-door, 4-door?
4-door.
What color is it? Where's that car?
It's currently parked at my office because I have my key there.
Okay. Are you on call then, or what?
Well, I'm the director of operations, so kind of, but I was also going to clean my wife's upholstery in her car.
Okay. So when was, okay, so the last day you worked was Friday then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We both work Friday.
And what kind of places or what kind of jobs do you guys usually do to clean up?
Well, we're mostly residential carpet cleaning.
Okay.
Is the division that I run. But we have some commercial stuff as well.
Okay.
He asks open-ended, seemingly benign questions about garage access, church visits, work routines, and minor home incidents, then uses Furcus's own responses to highlight contradictions in his timeline and logic. By encouraging Nicholas to talk freely, the detective collects details that later conflict with his core narrative, such as how they planned to flee through a garage that wasn't secure or why they left phones behind. These inconsistencies unravel his story without direct confrontation.
When you're cleaning up the carpet, are you just trying to get stains out, or
it's a full. We clean the whole carpet, all of it. We're a pretty high-end service.
You specialize in any one service or like
Well,
that?
we purchased our Crew 2 purchased. Crew 2 is my family's business.
Yeah.
We do installation services for the Home Depot.
Okay.
So what we did is we purchased some Ken Drive wrenches because we install all the carpet for Home Depot in about 12 states.
Okay.
And so we know who has carpet. So we purchased some Ken Drive franchises, and that's what I run. I run that side business of the carpet cleaning.
So it's Ken Dry,
It's Ken Drive.
and that's just to clean the carpet?
Yeah, it's a whole franchise system. Just like if you were buying a subway or something like that.
Okay. All right. So that vehicle parked up front there, I think it had a dog on the side. So I don't know if it was dog stains or just human or what.
Well, 70% of our customers are pet owners.
Okay. All right. you guys don't mix around in any of that, because there's certain other, we have some cleanup response teams that go to scenes of,
Yeah, we're not
instances.
we're not insured for
Okay,
that.
so you guys don't do like, biological cleanup, like
We
blood?
did one blood cleanup maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Was that you, or
It was me and a trainee that I just hired.
where was that? Where did that take place?
It's at the Lodge, which is a senior housing community in Miami.
How long ago? You said 3 weeks?
About 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you have to clean up there?
It was blood.
And was it in like one of
It was in one of the units that the residents resided, and she fell and hit her head. But probably about the size of your blood sample.
He allows Furcus to discuss his professional expertise in carpet cleaning and bloodstain removal at length, even diving into the specifics of peroxide use, equipment storage, and cleaning methods. Encouraging a suspect to speak on a topic where they feel confident lowers their psychological guard. But in doing so, Furcus inadvertently reveals knowledge that could suggest how he planned the cleanup or understood how to minimize forensic traces.
Oh, the size of this thing?
Yeah, if it was bigger than that, would have not died, because that would have
Maybe 8 by 10, 9
Yeah,
by 12. Okay.
But we cleaned that. If it was any bigger than that, we would have referred it
Okay.
away.
And what'd you use to clean that up?
Actually, just hydrogen peroxide. We don't have any special chemicals to take care of blood, so we use hydrogen peroxide on if it's a neutral color.
All right. Was there any any kind of mechanical device or
Yeah, we have a little vacuum.
vacuum?
In fact, in that case, we use one that it's about the size of a suitcase. We just put it now in a small carry-on suitcase.
Is that in the truck right now?
That particular piece of equipment is not.
Okay. Is that back at the office then?
In fact, it's actually in my car, back in the office. Yeah.
In your car?
Mhm.
Okay. Why would it be there?
Because it's that piece of equipment is not just for cleaning up blood; it's just a portable solution in vacuum. And I have all of my guys out on Thursday or Friday,
Okay.
so all of our cleaners are out, and I need to go take care of the customer. So I just threw it back in my car.
Okay.
And went over to her place.
All right. That was 3 weeks ago.
The blood stuff was 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
All right. Did you have to clean that out? Is there a way you clean that thing out?
The piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cleaned it out with a commercial-based product called LEMMiNO QGC that we just rinsed
LEMMiNO?
through it. Yep. And
QVC?
QGC.
QGC.
And what that is a hospital-grade sanitizer. So it's for eliminating bacteria and viruses and things like that.
And I was at the office and you do that?
Yeah, my trainee did that, Chris.
Okay. And how long ago was it cleaned out?
The same day.
Same day?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I don't think it was 3 weeks ago. It might have been a week ago. It was a week ago Friday.
All right. All right. There's like a lot of it's called the Lodge.
It's called the Lodge, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So after this whole thing took place, this guy left out of there. Did he take anything? Do you know of?
The conversation repeatedly pivots from emotional recollection to business operations, back to the crime scene, then to financial struggles. Each shift subtly taxes Furcus's focus and makes it harder for him to maintain his composure. This constant shifting prevents him from keeping a rehearsed lie straight. He forgets previous statements, offers inconsistent time frames, and admits damaging truths, like the foreclosure they never told anyone about.
No, you know, 3-4 feet in the house.
Okay.
So I don't think he's anything.
All right. And the only thing you grabbed was, like you said, you had the shotgun in the left hand and then the jeans in the right. And you left your phones for the upstairs, downstairs.
My phones, I think both my phones are up bedside stair, and Heidi took hers.
What side of the bed is yours?
If you're standing at the bottom of the bed, we head to the right side.
Right side? Okay.
The one closest to her.
Alright, so you're on the right side. She's on the left side?
That's right.
Okay. Alright. Is there anybody you want us to call? I mean, do your parents? Okay, your parents are already here.
Yeah, the fact that the child never gets upstairs.
Okay. What about Heidi's parents?
I don't know what's there here. I think they might be.
Okay. Let me go check on that and I'll be right back then. Okay. Do you need to go to the bathroom at all or anything? Or?
Should I wash my hands?
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm stitching on their glass. You'll grab the cords. Oh, cool. Okay. He's free. Yep.
He lets Nicholas believe that things are wrapping up, asking if he wants to see his family, saying they'll follow up later, and calmly wrapping the conversation. This tactic lowers Furcus's guard. Believing the interrogation is ending and that he's passed the test, he becomes more conversational, careless, and willing to add just one more detail, which often leads to crucial slips.
All right. So at what point did you guys, or did you or Heidi call 911? It was Heidi that called 911?
Yep, and we were still upstairs.
Okay, so you're going downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was she still on the phone the whole entire time as you guys were going down?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is she saying?
She's just saying somebody's trying to get into our house. We're at 179
Yeah. So people are trying to get into the house.
Yeah. She was really scared, really panicky.
And she gave the address at 1794 West Minnetonka.
I think she just said,
Yeah. Okay. Was she screaming or was she kind of?
she was pretty calm because she was panicky.
Okay. All right.
I think she was whispering out. She was trying to whisper out to
Okay. And you didn't have your cell phones to call either?
I had mine, but I didn't want to.
Which one did you have?
Well, I'm sorry. I had mine accessible to me, but I didn't grab it. I didn't grab it either.
Okay. Are they both on a nightstand or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. I gotta ask you this question. It seems kind of odd to me that you guys are gonna leave your bedroom. There's only one way in, one way out. To go downstairs and go out to a garage that's not secure. I mean, that just seems a little odd to me.
Well, we were going to get in our car and leave.
Okay.
Was the point.
All right. But
And we can lock it from the inside. It's
Okay.
just a matter of the key part of it. That's all. Like, when we stick our keys in, it's really, sometimes it's really rough, but we could have deadbolted and everything in the garage. But the whole point was to get away from the house and get out.
how many ways are there? How many different ways are there to get up the stairs to your house?
Just the one.
Just one staircase. There's not like a front staircase and back staircase.
It's just the one.
Just the one staircase. Okay. So what would have prevented you from just sitting at the top of the stairs with the shotgun waiting for them to come upstairs?
He challenges Furcus's escape plan. Why go through a vulnerable garage instead of defending from the stairs? Why not just wait with the shotgun? These questions aren't accusations, but thought experiments meant to collapse faulty logic. Furcus stumbles. His compassionate reasoning contradicts his behavior, and his claim of a prior safety plan with Heidi falls flat under scrutiny. Each challenge reveals that his decisions were made to support a story, not survive an intruder.
Well, when the last time that when the police came about a year and a half ago, Heidi and I had a conversation about what we do if something like that happens again. Like, you know, in that case it was the police, but what do we? And that's just the plan that we came up with.
Is to go to the garage.
Is to just get in the car and leave.
Okay.
Just get out of there. Because we knew we could get out of the house and into the garage quickly.
Yeah. All right. So how long have you been married for?
For 4.5 years.
You guys have any problems or anything like that?
It's just the normal stuff, like, stresses about finance.
After this whole thing took place, and you called 911 again, you stay upstairs until the cops show up, or stay on the main floor?
Right by her.
All right, so when the cops come in,
I'm right by her.
okay, all right. And are you like cradling her or standing over her?
I'm trying to cradle her.
Okay. Did you look out at your entry at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Was it bleeding a lot?
No, didn't look like he was bleeding too much. Didn't feel like he was bleeding
No, did they bandage it up?
either. Yeah,
Okay. Did any of the cops take pictures of it?
several.
Okay, so they took pictures out there at the hospital.
Yeah, and I looked at it too, and it's 2 holes about this big. It looks like it went through. There's about a quarter inch of skin
Yeah.
to this one bad times.
Did they do an X-ray at all or anything like that?
No,
Okay, so they didn't see if there was still
no broken femur. They didn't think there was going to be any shot still in there.
any pellets still in there or anything like that.
That's what they said. That there would be. They said it starts passing.
Okay. All right. All right. So you didn't go downstairs at all?
Into the basement.
Yeah.
No, there's no way I would go on.
Okay. All right.
I stayed right by her. I didn't want to leave her.
When the ambulance came, they took you.
They took me.
All right.
And I kept asking, what I still don't know. I mean, I'm assuming the worst. But I still don't know where you gave me the answers all. So I'm not sure, but I mean,
But you didn't go downstairs at all. There's a lot of blood downstairs.
it's a lot of blood downstairs.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out how that got down there.
the only thing that I could think of is going through that particular area in that kitchen. The flooring is really in terrible shape, so that's the only thing I could picture is if it ran into the basement. That's
Okay.
what I could think of.
Okay.
He introduces physical evidence, like blood in the basement and pellet marks on the door, that contradicts Nicholas's narrative, but does so gently, almost as if he's just seeking clarification. This invites the suspect to correct, adjust, or clarify their story, which usually exposes further inconsistencies. Instead of directly accusing Furcus, the detective lets the suspect hang himself, trying to reconcile a false story with real-world facts.
Well, the thing is that, there's guys who are helping in this case who do certain jobs. My job is here to talk to you, and my other coworkers got other tasks, okay? Yeah. And one of my other coworkers right now is looking at that blood, and he's got a lot of questions as to how that blood got down there in the basement. Now, some of it might be explained, like you say, coming through the floor, down there in the basement, it leaked through, for lack of a better word. All right. But there's other blood that's down there that, left me scratching my head going, okay, how did that get there? And he's going to be looking at that, trying to figure out, okay, what's a reasonable explanation as to how that would get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you, for instance, here. A few weeks ago, my coworker and I were involved in an incident where we got sent over to the east side of St. Paul where 2 brothers got into an argument.
Okay.
And one brother, for whatever reason, decided to take a shotgun out, and he shot his brother and killed him.
Okay.
And when he shot him, there was a bunch of blood and other stuff scattered about. Now, we go looking through the house, the same kind of situation that we're looking over there, okay? I mean, we're looking for evidence, trying to help us, solve this thing, okay? And I compare what I saw over on the east side versus what I see over here at your place.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a little demonstration with the shotgun. And wow, this guy fired, you and this guy were wrestling for the shotgun, and it fired down the hallway towards the kitchen where Heidi was at. Mm-hmm. Now, when we start looking down that way, am I going to find pellets lodged in the cupboard anywhere else? I mean, what's it going to say? I mean, if there's a hallway area and there's no pellets there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Well, I mean, we're talking 9 feet. Too.
So that means the pattern, I mean, like, you know, as a hunter, as you know, the pattern starts to expand the further down range you get.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to expand. I mean, you know, I'm not a gun expert, but I know it's going to expand a little bit.
Yeah.
But if there's no pellets in the area where you tell me where the shot was fired at, I'm going to start to have some questions.
The detective references an unrelated murder case with two brothers to explain how investigators assess shotgun trajectories and blood patterns. It externalizes suspicion, making Furcus feel less targeted, while simultaneously warning him that the physical evidence will tell the truth. It sets the expectation that his story must match the forensic data or he'll be exposed.
Those questions answered before.
Oh yeah,
I get there.
For sure.
So
what are you asking then?
I'm trying to figure out then, okay, is if what you're telling me is the right way? Is there any other way that this situation could have happened?
Not at all.
Okay.
It's exactly the way that I would get help to you at least.
Okay. Like I said, Nick, I want to make sure that you and I are both on the same track.
Yeah.
That, you know, we're under the same understanding that you and this guy are in the foyer wrestling over control of the shotgun. And it goes off.
Yeah.
And it goes down range, down the hallway, and it hits Heidi as she's trying to get out of the house. Okay. And now what I'm saying though is that if there's pellets in the cupboard, you know, or on the hallway or wherever they're going to be, if we find pellets down there, if we find pellets down there, they're not, you know, what you're saying is straight on. All right, but I always play both sides of the story. So if for some reason there's no pellets, or you're saying that the shot went off, I'm going to start thinking to myself, okay, well, why aren't there pellets here? What else is going on here? You know, and that's the reason why I asked you a few different times if you're sure that this is where it took place at.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. If it wasn't, for instance, like say, for example, this, you know, like say I use the words "what if" and for instance, or example, as a possible explanation. Maybe this guy got the gun away from you, and all of a sudden forces both you and Heidi downstairs. And then for whatever reason, this guy flips the switch to psycho and decides to shoot Heidi first, and then you and him start wrestling over the shotgun, and that's where you get shot. Is that a possibility?
No.
Okay.
No, everything happened in the foyer and kitchen hallway.
Okay. All right. So this guy didn't go upstairs. He didn't go in the basement.
He had 4 feet in the house.
And that was it. Okay. All right.
Toward the end, the detective gently invites Nicholas to come clean, presenting confession not as guilt, but as emotional release or moral duty. This appeals to the suspect's internal conflict. For liars carrying guilt, this can be the moment they cave. While Furcus denies involvement, the technique puts pressure on his conscience and prepares the groundwork for future confrontation.
You know, part of me wants to ask you this question. Do you have anything to do with this?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Why is there a party that wants to ask that?
Well, Nick, I'm a police officer. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta ask tough questions. All right. And that's a tough question I gotta ask. You know, there's no easy way to do it. You know, and you know, with the information you gave me and everything going on out here, I mean, I'd be remiss. I'd be a bad cop if I didn't ask that question. You know, so, and that's the reason why I have to ask. You know, and I gotta know the answers to all the questions. And I appreciate you being upfront with me about with regards to, you know, certain situations that obviously people don't want to talk about. You know, they want to try to keep some parts of their life personal, and I understand that. You know, and that's the reason why I had to ask that question, because I just, you know, I've talked to people in the past 16 years, and I've asked people questions about whether or not they've done something, did something, you know, and, you know, I've got a variety of responses. You know, I've investigated check forgeries, auto thefts, burglaries, thefts, shootings, stabbings, and murders. And I've asked Black people that question: did they do it? And that's a question I just need to get answered. And the other part too, Nick, I'm just going to say it is that if for some reason you might have been involved in this whole thing, I would rather hear from you up front than later down the line. All right. And I know this is a very difficult time, and I know, it's just sometimes people get their emotions get the best of them. Okay. Arguments happen. You guys weren't arguing at all last night, were you?
No, was the complete opposite.
Okay. You weren't arguing at all. All right. Well, sometimes, people argue, you get heated, things get, charged up. And next thing you know, people's emotions get the better of them, and they make bad decisions. So, but that wasn't this case, though. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I'll give you a call when we get done. I'll let you know, when we're done down there, or we're done at the house, so I can maybe arrange to meet up with you to give you the phones, and then also, let you know what's going on with regards to the house. You're probably gonna want to call whoever's, people at the house, the law firm, whatever, let them know what's going on too. So you kind of figure out too, kind of maybe put things on hold. So, all right. Well, let me go upstairs and get your folks, and then I'll have them come down here to check you. Yeah, I'll come down here.
He ends by asking, "Did you have anything to do with this?" It's a yes or no question, deliberate and unambiguous. It forces the suspect to emotionally commit to their story one final time. This is often used before closing an interrogation, because if forensic evidence later contradicts their no, it makes the deception clearer and prosecutable.
A St. Paul man will serve a mandatory life sentence after being convicted for the 2010 murder of his wife.
In court today, Nick Furcus continued to maintain his innocence while family and friends spoke of their anguish and sense of betrayal.
In April 2023, Nicholas Furcus was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the 2010 murder of his wife, Heidi Furcus. The case had remained unsolved for over a decade until new evidence and testimony from Furcus's second wife reignited the investigation. Prosecutors argued that Nicholas killed Heidi to prevent her from discovering that their home was being foreclosed, a secret he had been hiding for months. He staged a break-in and claimed an intruder shot his wife during a struggle, but inconsistencies in his story and forensic evidence eventually unraveled his version of events. Prosecutors argued that Nicholas killed Heidi to prevent her from discovering that their home was being foreclosed, a secret he had been hiding for months. He staged a break-in and claimed an intruder shot his wife during a struggle, but inconsistencies in his story and forensic evidence eventually unraveled his version of events.
The load is lighter knowing the fight for the truth of her story has been won.
Heidi Furcus's brother Peter, at the sentencing hearing for his sister's killer, her husband Nick Furcus, speaks of the freedom the jury's guilty verdict has brought their family.
In February 2023, after an 11-day trial, a jury convicted him of both first and second-degree murder. At sentencing, the judge handed down a mandatory life sentence, highlighting the calculated nature of the crime and the emotional trauma inflicted on Heidi's family. Furcus continues to maintain his innocence, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary.